top at 5:30, we're talking about the cost of caring for people in jail. In Unicoi County, the sheriff is calling it the cost of those medical expenses astronomical to care for inmates. The department spent more than $379,000 on inmate health care. That's over the last 4 years.
Yeah, but changes are on the way to help save your taxpayer dollars. Sydney Cameron is in your corner with details.
The Sheriff's Department has struggled with its dwindling budget and trying to make ends meet for the last couple years, laying off some employees back in 2014. And the sheriff recently spoke about his office desperately needing new vehicles. Now the sheriff and county are hiring a health care provider set to start next week to try and save the department even more money.
Jail is the biggest headache any sheriff's got.
In Unicoi County, there are two, the main jail and the annex. Altogether, there are about 100 inmates. Sheriff Mike Hensley is responsible for all their care, including health care.
You cannot put a figure on it. We try to keep the medical cost as minimum as possible.
But lately, Sheriff Hensley says he's noticed the cost seems to be steadily rising. Budget numbers for the past 3 fiscal years show the department has gone from spending $109,000 to upwards of $153,000 on inmate health care. This year, Hensley is on track to spend $146,000. But in most previous budgets, amendments were made throughout the year, increasing the amount.
I know that the medical cost is astronomical. I would be not doing my duty as a sheriff and being accountable to the taxpayers if I did not look to try to save money anywhere we can.
Currently, the department has a nurse on staff and a local doctor comes in to tend to medical needs. But Hensley approached the county commission to look at hiring a medical provider, and a committee was formed.
What we were looking for was the savings to Unicoi County, for the taxpayers, the care for the inmates, that we'd have quality care.
Commissioner Marie Rice was part of that committee. They recently decided to hire local group Rural Health Services Consortium. The department will now be charged $75 an hour for an on-site clinic. Doctor visits and several tests will be offered at a reduced rate, but officials say it could take a year to see if there's really any cost savings.
Like I say, it's just a trial thing to see what happens.
The county has signed a nearly 1-year agreement with Rural Health Services. The company is set to start March 1st. Sydney Cameron, News Channel 11 in your corner.
Now, the sheriff says his most pressing need right now is hiring 5 more employees, but he says it's too soon to speculate on whether these savings, if any, would be enough to do that.